Now, it has been 12 years, can you believe, since former footballer turned actor Vinnie Jones taught us how to administer hands-only CPR. You may remember the ad. It was to the tune of the Bee Gees' Staying Alive. The ad's so successful, the British Heart Foundation have now invited him back to work on a new campaign.
In just a moment, we're going to speak to Vinnie and two people whose lives were changed by the original campaign. But first, here is Vinnie in action.
Here's one I made earlier. First off, you call 999. I know. Then, no kissing. You only kiss your missus on the lips. You push hard and fast here on the sovereign to staying alive. Remember, call 999. Push hard and fast to staying alive.
And you know what really winds me up, Bats?
No.
I was being rhetorical. It's 45% of football fans say they wouldn't be competent to perform CPR. Can you believe that, lads? That's why I'm here. To tell you straight, you've got what it takes. So if you see someone flat out on the deck, what are you going to do? You're going to stand by, or are you going to step up?
Stand by or step up is the message. Well, 6 years ago, Tom Dunning remembered the ad and it saved his friend Lukas's life when he went into cardiac arrest. They are both here with us this morning. Nice to see you both. Morning. Also joining us, Vinnie Jones, too, from West Sussex. Vinnie, good morning. We'll chat to you in just a sec. But Tom, Lukas, nice to see you. It had a really important impact, didn't it? Tom, just tell us what happened.
Yeah, it was just a normal misty night in Lincoln playing six-side football. And then half-time came around and noticed Lukas just went down. It wasn't like he was tired. You know, we get wobbly legs. And my fight and flight just kicked in. And the amazing advert that Vinnie did all those years ago just came back to my mind. And I thought nothing of it at the time. I thought that's just a great advert. And thankfully it all came back at the right time. Then performed CPR on Lukas.
What exactly did you do?
Gave compressions.
Yeah.
Hands-only CPR.
Yeah.
For about 15 minutes with another person as well, until the ambulance crew turned up.
Wow.
And had you had any other training other than watching the ad?
It was just the advert. I mean, I was off work for my mental health at the time when I saw the advert, and it just stuck. And then 6 years later, it just came out. I was singing Staying Alive while doing compressions on Lukas for 15 minutes. And, yeah, ever since then, it's just stuck.
Lukas, what do you remember?
I don't remember much, thankfully.
Yeah.
I remember sort of getting to football and turning up as I normally did and just playing a normal game of football. And at half-time, that's when I started to complain of not feeling well, and that's when I went down. And next thing I remember is next day waking up in hospital and kind of having to come to terms with what had happened, which was, yeah, life-changing day, but just...
It's cardiac arrest.
Yeah, just glad Tom was there, and, you know, Tom wasn't meant to be there, so there was a bit of fate, and the fact that he remembered the training from the advert and everything like that. The stars aligned in a strange way on a very bad day, so...
Yeah, and you say you weren't supposed to be there. You'd only got a call to go and play, what, about an hour before?
Oh, 10 minutes.
Oh, was that all?
It was literally 10 minutes. They
wow.
They phoned me up and said, could you come along and help make some numbers up? Yeah, no worries, I'll come across and play football. Terrible football, I may add, but yeah, I just turned up 10 minutes later on and thankfully I was there.
Wow.
Vinnie, I really hope you are hearing all of this, hearing this story and the impact that original advert had. What's that like for you to listen to these lads talking now?
Yeah, it kind of makes you a bit emotional, really, listening to it. I've had a lot of contact from people with similar stories, but I think it kind of shows that when we do sport, the pressure it puts on the heart. So I think we see situations like this, you know, when people are playing football and doing all different sports. So, well, thankfully, you're still here, lads. Well done. If I was drinking, I'd be round there and get a beer off you.
Absolutely, yeah.
Vinnie, what was it about that ad, do you think, that was so memorable? Tom saying that, you know, no other training. He'd seen just that ad. Why was it so effective, do you think?
I think because it was funny, it was catchy, It was out of the box for me, obviously. And I just think it was so powerful that it caught on. I think it went viral straight away. So, you know, and it was such a strong message, you know, and I think, you know, me showing how to do it. And thankfully, to be honest, a couple of years later, 2 or 3 years later, I actually had to do it in a restaurant in a golf club. So it was unbelievable how it worked its way round to me. But, you know, it's great to hear these stories, lads, you know, for you two and for, you know, for football fans alike. It's just showing right now that, you know, they're trying to get this message to 270,000 football fans. 45% of fans don't feel comfortable practicing CPR. So that's a bit of a problem. So, you know, there's a reviver tool that we've got out there so that fans can go on there and have a look exactly for these situations. And you look now how many times at a football match it gets stopped, you know, because one of the fans has gone over or something and the match has stopped. So, no, it's a great story, boys. I'm really pleased that I could help.
Tom, Lucas, I wonder if there's anything you'd like to say to Vinnie. What message would you like to give to him? Because obviously what he did has had such a profound impact on both of your lives, actually.
Yeah, just strangely, thank you. I never thought I'd be sitting here saying thank you to you, but just it shows that doing that advert all those years ago, and it was 6 years after the advert, Tom had to do what he did for me, and it stuck. So, you know, if we chat about it again and it sticks with one more person, then we can make another difference, whether it's, you know, today, tomorrow, 6 years, it's all worth it. So, yeah, just thank you,
Yeah, thank you for me as well.
Tom, it's about fans now like you, Tom, being brave enough to be able to practice, you know, saving the lives, you know, to do the reviving, you know, for the 15 minutes. And that song is catching, it stays in your head. But I think at the moment now what's important is to have fans that are brave enough, the 45% that are not comfortable, to turn them and get them to be able to practice it.
Absolutely, yeah. It's just staying confident if you need to do it at the time. You know, doing something is better than doing nothing. And especially if you feel comfortable to do that, and the amazing advert that you did, Vinnie, made me feel confident at times to perform CPR. And hopefully the Reviver tool online, that 15 minutes can essentially save someone's life.
And Vinnie, tell us about that new ad as well, because that's exactly the message in it, isn't it? About what people need to do and the confidence. And that's the crucial bit, the confidence to feel that they can do it.
Yeah, you know, it's Sky Bet that have teamed up with British Art Foundation. I think they've put like £3 million into it. So, I mean, that's fantastic that they're backing it. And I think it is that. It's the confidence of fans. You know, they're brave enough to be shouting at the opposition fans and what they're going to do to them and how they're going to beat them up. So maybe when their mate goes over next to them, they're brave enough to practice CPR on them.
Vinnie, what do they do? This is an important message. For people who are watching, listening now, what's the first thing they need to do?
Well, they need to, you know, they need to put their hands properly together on the medallion and they need to be pumping. Put that song in their head, you know, Staying Alive. And they've just got to revive the mate or the patient, whoever it is, until the ambulance service or people like that can come in and take over.
And Lukas, for you, quite clearly a huge impact on your life. You're still here, you know, as a result of what Tom was able to do. And Tom, for you, it was a really significant moment as well, because you said you were struggling with your own mental health at the time. And for you, it's been quite a profound effect.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I still have my bad days. You know, I live with a mental illness, and at times I need to just have to take a step back and go, you know, thankfully Lukas is here for what I managed to achieve and what I did. And sometimes it's just that kick that I need to go, you know, things aren't so great, but, you know, it will get better. And Luke, just help.
Sorry, Tom. Lucas, how are you?
You know, that's a great word there, what you said there about stepping back sometimes, because, you know, I have this motto, people ask me as well, because I have my bad days, and I always say, keep swinging, but sometimes you do have to step back sometimes and go, woo, hold on a minute, have a look at the situation, how can I deal with this a bit better? Because, you know, we have all got some problems, It hits us all in different ways, you know, through whether it's through grief or pressure at home or work or in sport, whatever it is, you know. And I would just encourage you, like this morning. First thing I did, I made my bed. I did it properly. That's my first job of the day done properly. The next job I can do properly, and so on and so forth through the day. So it's a great thing there, what you just said. Step back sometimes. Have a look at the situation and then ease back into it.
Absolutely.
You know, and it is great for us all to be talking. You know, and I really want to stress that. You know, none of us are tough enough not to talk to somebody. You know, you've got mates out there, and you can ring them or text them or go round their house or, you know, in the pub. You know, you can talk plenty about football and different things. You know, let's talk about you all right, mate, and that's another big part of it, and that will help. You know, your mental health and your stress on your heart.
Lucas, before we go, you just have to tell us, how are you now?
Yeah, I'm good. Luckily, I'm good.
Health great?
Yeah, it's as good as it's going to get.
Yeah.
Few differences in my life and precautions I have to take and things to do differently. But honestly, it's the alternative was not an option. And yeah, I'm absolutely fine. So
it's good to hear.
Really nice to see you both. Thank you,
Thank you
Tom
very much.
and Lucas, and to Vinnie. And Vinnie, where's the dog gone?
Oh, she got bored. She's over there. She's getting on with it.
Who is she?
It's a bit early for her.
What's
that's
her
my
name?
little dog Pip. Yeah, she's in charge round here, so she don't like sitting about too much. She wants to be active, like we all do. Keep swinging, boys. Keep swinging.
Cheers, Vinnie. Thank you. See you later.
Thank you.
Nice to see you both.